The General tab. You don't have to set up here basically anything. This is your default browser and your default email client. Don't change anything unless you want a specific browser or specific email client to be launched with a ClickCutter. Otherwise, ClickCutter will use your default applications. These two are just the warnings about ClickCutter using your default applications. The sound here. The sound, you'll hear this sound when you switch this option to icon only. When you make an auto copy, that's when you hear the like a popping sound. If you don't like it, just disable it. This one should stay enabled because you want to ClickCutter load with your Windows. And this one is for enabling shortcuts on your keyboard. So if you are a keyboard lover, so you can use your shortcuts to operate ClickCutter. Now, default operation. This one is to set up, either you want to use pop-up dialog and the tray icon, or if you don't like the pop-up dialog, you can switch to icon only. When you use icon only option and when you make an auto copy, you will hear the sound. I talked about it earlier. And also the tray icon will change the color. Will go a little bit playing with the colors. You have to see it. You have to try it and see by yourself. The sound and the icon color change is just an indication to show user that auto copy is done. Personally, I use this option, and actually be aware that this option is available only in paid versions of ClickCutter. So if you are using the free one, so you have only one option, pop-up and the icon. Now this one, it's an action which should be performed by ClickCutter when you click on the tray icon with the left button. By default, it's set to open link URL or email. Or you can, if you do search a lot, probably it's more convenient to put a search function as your default. So every time you highlight a word or a phrase, so you don't have to actually use the pop-up or whatever, you just highlight it and click the icon, and it will launch the search result in your default search website. So the search option is more convenient to use with the icon only option. Don't forget to save your setting. So now let's do the search, and you can see the color changing. Just click on it and we've got the search result. The pop-up show time. This indicates for how long the pop-up will stay on the page and stay visible if you don't do anything with it. If you don't press any buttons, if you don't use the search menu, basically you just popped it up and didn't use it, so it will stay for 15 seconds, then it closes automatically. You can change this time frame to any amount of time you like. Show pop-up buttons. From here you can select which items you want to see on the pop-up dialog. What it does, that it just makes pop-up bigger or smaller. So basically, and if you don't use all of these options, so basically you can have either search, both, or just open URL. It all depends on your activity. So in this particular case, you will have like a very little pop-up with just one button on it. So, but these options are not available in free version. It's for paid versions only. You can do the same stuff from the pop-up itself. I'll show you. Whatever you do here, you can do absolutely the same from the pop-up. I have to close this one because if the setting panel is open, the pop-up will not show up. So I'll close this one. Now I open the pop-up. As you can see, I can add some items on the pop-up, or I can remove all the items. Not all of them, but I have to leave just one. So you see, I can make it really small if I use this option all the time and I don't need any other options, so I just leave it here. So the setting I did on the pop-up, you see, it's all synchronized right here. Whatever you do here, it's all synchronized with the pop-up itself, so it doesn't matter you do it here or you do it on a pop-up. Now back to setting panel. So we are done with all this stuff. So whenever you change anything on the setting panel, you have to save your setting, otherwise the setting will not be saved.